Hello students, standard and subject social science and chapter number 14 transportation, communication and trade. Before start today's topic, we just revise whatever we have done in the last videos, in the previous videos we can say. In that we have talked about transportation, only transportation, and how was the transportation in earlier times and now. In that we have talked about that transportation is improved, you can say century by century, or you can say generation by generation. Earlier the transportation was, you can say, the goods was transferred from one place to another place on the, you can say, man's back. Slowly and steadily they are using the animals like yak in the colder regions, desert in the desert, camel, or in the South India, or you can say in the forest areas they are using the elephants. And then after the invention of wheel, now the transportation is become cheaper and speedy also. Okay, so in that we are using the different vehicles to transport the goods from one place to another place. After that we have talked about that the transportation system, it means classification of roadways we have done. That in that we have talked about 5 roadways. First number is national highway. That if you remember that I told you that whenever you are passing or traveling on beside of the road, you can find that a milestone. On the milestone it is written NH, it means national highway. If it is written SH, it means state highway, and the color is also different. That we have talked about. NH, it means there are so many highways and the number of highways are more in the plain regions where the area is plain or the population is less. Second thing we talk about that highway number 44 is the longest highway in our country. Then so many highway numbers that which is passed by the Gujarat, but these highway numbers are changed by the central government in 2011. In national highway that we are talking about that one more thing is that golden quadrilateral. It means the 4 main cities Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai, that is connected through the one highway. It is called golden quadrilateral. That we have talked about. Afterwards we talk about state highways. It means it majorly connect to the national highways and major districts of the our country. Then we talk about that district highways, or you can say district roads, that majorly connect the talukas, or you can say different districts of the state. Then after we talk about village road. Village road, we know that the condition of village road is too worst in the rainy season. It's not usable. So, but nowadays, with the help of, you can say, under the scheme of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, that all the unmetalled road are converted into a metal road. It means now the condition of the roads is too good. Then finally we talk about that border road organization. Border road organization, that it provides the defense and safety or protection to us, and these organizations started or established, this border road organization was established in 1960. And finally we talk about that express highway, express way we can say also. In that you will be getting a speed, but in return of that we need to pay. For example, on toll plaza, or you can say toll tax, we need to pay to suffer or whatever we are travel. It means that at that you can get facilities. It means 4-lane or 6-lane highways. At that you can say 2-wheelers or 3-wheelers or walking persons are not allowed. So you can easily move from one place to another place at a minimum time. So these are the benefits of our roadways. Now students, our today's topic is something different, and it is most important for you also and for us also, we can say, because today we are all suffering from that. Our today's topic is that traffic problems. Traffic problems. As you know that to reduce the traffic, government has constructed flyovers, bridges, or you can say bypass road. So many things the government has tried to reduce the traffic. But if you remember that in mega cities, or you can say major cities of the country, the traffic problem is too heavy, we can say. We know that in Delhi, for example Delhi, if our office is only nearly 10 to 15 kilometer, but then also we need to take at least 2 hours to reach there. So it shows that the heavy traffic. And during the peak hours, you know students what is peak hours? Early mornings, for example 8 to 10, and late evening, or you can say 5 to 7 or 6 to 8, this is called peak hours. At that time you can find much traffic on the road. Because of it is the peak hours, we can say that all the people, for example students are going for the schools, okay, then businessmen are going for the business, okay, the person those who are doing a different job, they are going to their job also. And that is why we find that during that peak hours, large number of vehicles are moving on the roads. Now traffic problems, it is not our problem only, we can say major problem of our country, because we know that for example when we are traveling our vehicle, and if we are stuck in the traffic, we know that it's a one kind of bearable, because the peoples are unnecessarily blowing the horns, okay, and at that time we can has to suffer, you can say some difficulties in breathing also, because the smoke emitted from the vehicles, so we get tired, or you can say it's a one kind of mental harassment. So traffic problems. So today's our topic is that some suggestions that remove the traffic problems. So here I will write here some suggestion to remove the traffic problems. Some suggestion to remove the traffic problems. Some suggestions to remove the traffic problems. Now students, the first suggestion is for you only, because if you are a student and you do not have license, so please avoid driving, because we know that nowadays what happened, generally all the students, those who are studying in 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, their age is only 14, 15 or 16, they also drive their vehicles, you can say in a too much rough way, because they do not have the common sense about the speed or about the technology. Then also they are driving the vehicles. So it's our humble request, or it is the first suggestion that to remove the traffic problems, that if you are a student and if you do not have license, please don't drive the vehicles. Now second one is that overtake. Do not take, or you can say do not overtake if it is necessary. Why? Because we know that many accidents happens in our country and lots of people are died in accidents due to that misjudgment, or you can say misunderstanding. For example, overtake. We know that if suppose it's a road, it's up and down, understood? If up and down is possible, or you can say available, then no worries to take the overtake. But if the road is only, you can say single, and up and down, it means the divider is not available, so at that time it is too much risky to overtake some vehicles. For example, if one car or truck is moving over here, and if you are passing or overtake this car or truck and somebody is coming from that side, so it will be a huge collision between you and that person. So if it is not necessary, please don't overtake to any vehicles, because we know that we all are in hurry, but our life is most important, understood? And that is why it is written the quotation on the highways, you might have been seen also, Jadapni Maja, Modni Saja. For a 1 or 2 minutes, what the matter, students, understood? So it's a request that we not have to overtake the vehicles if it is necessary. If it is necessary, then also with the help of traffic rules we can avoid, or you can say overtake the vehicles. For example, generally what happens, whenever the heavy vehicles is passing, they are no doubt they are driving their vehicles safely and securely, but then also the 2-wheelers and 3-wheeler vehicles, they are overtaking that vehicles, you can say in haphazard way. sometimes what happens that overtaking the trucks from the left hand side. It's not allowed at all. Whenever you are overtaking some vehicles, you must have to be overtake from the right hand side, so person can easily judge you in the mirror. Now next we can say about that two-wheelers. People, whenever you are riding the two-wheelers, you must wear helmet, because we know that our body will damage, or you can say will get an injury while with, you can say, a small mistake. And many people, I think so, you have heard in the news also or seen in the newspaper also that due to a small mistake or minor mistake, many people has lost their life. So you must wear the helmet, because it's our most important part of our body here. Understood? So wear the helmet regularly. Next one is, do not use mobile phone. Nowadays what happen? Generally people are using the phone while they are driving. Sometimes if they are starting from their home and to reach their office, continuously they are talking on the phone. Now my dear students, you will understand that okay, phone is not important, work is not important, our life is important. Because many people, what they are doing, generally they will be having the habit to ride the two-wheelers while you know that it's one kind of, with the one hand also they are driving the vehicles. It's not allowed at all. Understood? Because if you are talking on the phone, you will be having the full concentration on the phone, what the person are saying from the opposite side. Understood? And if at that time somebody is passing by the road, for example any animals, dog and monkey, or any people coming immediately from any side, so it might be happen that you will be getting a huge injury. And many people, due to accidents, they are not lost their lives, but you know that students, due to your 1 minute mistake, or you can say 10-second mistakes, your family has to suffer. For example, if any person is passing by the road and if he is driving, and while driving he will be using the phone, and somebody come immediately, he apply the brake, but due to overspeed the vehicle is not in control, when he was fallen on the road, they get the injury, maybe they get permanent handicap. Now you just imagine that if a person's one leg, or you can say one hand should be cutted, so at that time the family has to suffer a lot. Understood? Not only you, but the whole family has to suffer. But now after permanently handicapped, the person should not do anything, and that person at least require 1 or 2 persons with him throughout the life. So it is a 1 minute, or you can say only 30-second mistakes can change your life. So please don't use the mobile while driving. Next one is that allow the vehicles like 108 and fire brigade. Now students, you just think that sometimes what happen in our country, generally it happen in our country, we are not allowing these vehicles to pass. They are continuously blowing their horns, or you can say siren, but then also we are not allowing them to go ahead. Why we are doing like that thing? For example, these persons, or you can say these vehicles require, you can say, minimum time to reach their destiny. Okay, if you are allowing them, then they can reach to their destiny as possible as early, we can say, because these two vehicles are too much important. That is why it will be taught in our school syllabus only that please allow this vehicle as possible as early, because they can save somebody's. Understood? If you give them a way, then they can save other person also. You know, in the world there is a one country, I told you that, Japan. In Japan what happened? For example, if it is road, so it's a 1 track, 2nd track and 3rd track. It means 6-lane road. 3 lane this side and 3 lane this side. So middle track is always been empty. Nobody can enter in this middle track. It's totally blank for these two vehicles. It means whenever it's an emergency, understood, if accidents happen, the person should be get under treatment within 3 minutes. This is called facilities. Okay, so if the road is empty, then also they are never driving in that lane of ambulance and fire brigade. In our country, there isn't any lane for these vehicles, so it is our duty, it is our moral duty to pass these vehicles as possible as earliest. Now, next one is that use deeper at night. Now, student, if you are not knowing about this, I will tell you what is deeper. So, in each and every vehicle, there is a headlight. It means main light. Understood? That light should be having one switch. It's called on and off, or you can say up and down, or you can say deeper. Understood? If you blow that light, it means the person who is coming from opposite side, they can understand that the vehicle is in speed, so they will give you sign and you can easily pass by it. So use deeper at night, so it is easy for you that you will be getting not having the misjudgment, or you can say misunderstanding with and collision. You will be having a collision with that vehicles. Next one is that keep safe distance. Majority what happened, sometimes you have seen in the news also. Understood? If the truck is standing or passing on the road, at that time somebody having collision from the back side. How is it happen? Keep safe distance. At least 10 feet distance should be necessary between two vehicles. So you can at least adjust your vehicle if it is in emergency. But if you driving, or if you drive or ride your vehicles, okay, top to top, or you can say back to back to the other vehicle. So what will happen? You just imagine that if somebody immediately come in between and the truck driver should apply the brake immediately, what happened with you? So it is necessary that keep the safe distance between the two vehicles. And generally in our country what happened, many people are died at night time during while they are driving at night. Understood? And if the indicator of lights is not available, understood, so they will be having the collision from the back side. So it's a very dangerous. To save our life, it is necessary that use the indicators, use the traffic rules, etc. Next one is that it is necessary that driver take enough sleep. Not only driver, the person who is driving vehicles, it means if you are driving the vehicles after getting the license, it is your duty also take enough sleep. Because why? Whenever you are driving the vehicles, you know that, understood, you will be getting a huge, or you can say blow of wind towards your opposite directions. So it might be happen that you will be getting the snaps during that time. So napping during that time. So due to that, not enough, you are not getting enough sleep, so it might be chances of the accidents due to your misjudgment, we can say. Next one is that opposite or wrong side. Never drive your vehicles to opposite or wrong side. It means we know that, okay, up and down, up and down. Understood? But sometimes what happens, if we are driving this side, somebody coming from that side only in opposite way. So what we are doing at that time? Understood? You just see that developed countries, they will be having the complete rules and regulations, and if you break any rule, immediately you should be punished. If it is at 1 PM at night also, or 7 AM in the morning also. Understood? They are completely following the traffic rules, or we must have to be follow the traffic rules, not for others, for our safety only, we can say. Next one is that use the mirror. Students, generally what happen in India, we can find that two-wheelers, 80% two-wheelers will not be having the mirror on their bike, or you can say scooter or whatever moped. Understood? Activa, whatever you can say, they don't have the mirror. Now you just imagine that if you don't have the mirror, it means that you cannot having the judgment that, or imagine that somebody is coming from the back side. Now if you want to take the turn, then if somebody is coming from the back side, you will be having the huge collision. Understood? Or you can say huge accidents will happen. So use the mirror properly. For example, the car and truck drivers are using the mirror properly. They are seeing in the mirror you can say side mirror, you can say beside of that mirror, even the middle mirror also. So we can take the judgment easily and we can save our lives, or you can say we can drive safely. Next one is that do not blow the horn. Blow the horn in no horn area. No horn area. It means if you see that near the school or near the hospitals or library, there will be one kind of sign will be there. It means no horn, but we know that generally we are not, or we are avoiding these you can say banners which are available through a side of the road, and we are blowing the horn. Due to that only what happen, the people get mental harassment which they are busy, for example. Now next one, reduce the speed of vehicles while approaching turn. You know that student, while approaching turn, either it may be a right side or left side, you must have to reduce the speed of the vehicles. Why? Because we know that, understood, you are completely blind while you are taking the turn. You just think that if you are taking the turn, what is coming from that side, we are not knowing about that. So you must have to reduce your speed of your vehicles, so you can easily drive the vehicles without any kind of obstacles, etc. Next one is parking. You must have to be park your vehicles in a lane. In a lane in the sense we can say not in a haphazard way. Generally it is the major problem of our country. Understood? Whenever we are in hurry, or you can say if emergency, so at that time we see that generally the vehicles are parked in a haphazard way. It means in a zigzag way. You just imagine that in your society, if 20 houses will be there, and if each persons are parking their vehicle outside of their house in a haphazard way, and at the night time if somebody will be having a heart attack or some kind of any other kind of hospital emergency, so you must have to remove that vehicles which are haphazard park on the roadside, and then you have to go. So it take too much time. So due to that only, if maybe person will be died. So it's a very dangerous thing. So you must have to be park your vehicle in a proper way, in a proper lane. So these are the some, you can say, suggestions that we can remove the traffic problems. Apart from this, many also suggestions will be there. Use the traffic rules and regulations. For example, generally this kind of, for example, you just see that it means U-turn is not allowed. Understood? Do not park one way. Many other signboards are there available on the roadside. We must have to follow that roadside. Understood? So students, these are the some suggestions, and many more you can also add yourself also. For example, that whenever you are getting your textbook, governments are given you on the last side, or you can say last back side of the cover of your textbook, you will be getting some sign which is useful for your traffic suggestions, that you must have to be follow that also. Now we'll get, I think so you will be getting entire topic, what is traffic problems, and these are the some suggestions to remove the traffic problems. Now we'll move towards our next topic, railways. So next topic is railway, and it must be, I think so, for 2 marks or 3 marks. Understood? The traffic problems or some suggestion for the traffic problems, it might be class for 2 marks only. Understood? Now students, railway. As you all know that railway is providing one kind of safe, secure and cheapest means of transportation. Student, I think so that you might have been traveling from Anand to Ahmedabad. Understood? If you are visiting or traveling by bus in comparison of train, you find that it is cheaper. Understood? Why? Because we know that railway, why the railway providing that, you can say, cheapest means of transportation facilities? Because it is the reason, first I have written over here, largest national institution. more than 15 lakh people or employees are working in railways. That is why it is called largest national institutions. It means in our country, not any other institutions which having more than 15 lakh employees. That is why railway is called largest national institution, and that is why it is provide the cheapest means of transportation in comparison of you can say any other transportation. Second thing is about that railway is also called the main medium of transportation. Nowadays railway is providing the facilities of that you can say exchange of goods, exchange of you can say grain, or exchange of any other. For example, right now the railway is using you can say transferring the soldiers also, students, or soldiers. It means army is also transporting from one place to another place. That is why it is called railway is called the main medium of transportation. Apart from this, we can say that railway providing the facilities. It means different facilities. It means you might have seen that different kinds of railways. For example, super fast trains, mail express, goods trains. Apart from this, some trains that will be having the minimum number of stoppage, while some local trains which be having the maximum number of stoppage. So these kind of facilities available in our railway. Apart from this, we can say that our railway will be having the first train in Asia. You know, just think about that. In Asia continent, Indian railways or railway network is on the first rank. Second thing is that, and second rank in the world. You just imagine, students, in the world also our network is at the second rank. Apart from this, we can say that railway is in a railway is called in a three types. Student, I will tell you or I explain that three types of railways. Three types of railways. It's called broad, narrow, and meter. Now student, just see that broad, narrow, and meter gauge. What is broad, narrow, and meter gauge? I think so. You have seen the railway track. It is called railway track. Understood? Now broad gauge. It means length is broad gauge is you can say nearly more than you can say meter. It means too broad. Understood? It means nearly meter you can say. Then meter gauge and narrow gauge. Narrow gauge means that the track of the narrow gauge train is like this much distance only, or you can say 1 feet, not more than that. Understood? But nowadays, due to cost of this meter gauge and narrow gauge, the railways big achievement is that these all are converted in only in broad gauge. Now into the entire India you can find that broad gauge. But in hill stations or you can say some tourist places for entertainment, this trains is available narrow gauge. Understood, students? So broad gauge. Now it is in a three types of three categories. Now students, first railway. When is the first railway started? So 1853 between Mumbai to Thane. Now our first railway was started in 1853 Mumbai to Thane, and you just imagine that within the 100 years or 150 years, nowadays our railway system, or you can say transportation system of railways is increasing, or you can say developing a lot. Understood? Nowadays we are providing the facilities of Rajdhani Express, Garib Rath Maharaja Express. So many kinds of trains are available which having the full of facilities. Second thing, huge cities like Delhi, Kolkata, and Jaipur. In mega cities, or you can say these main cities, you will find the metro trains. Metro trains, it means which is running without any kind of obstacles. Understood, students? Which is running without any kind of obstacles. Now these metro trains are providing the facilities from one stations to another stations without any kind of obstacles, in the sense there isn't any railway gate or any overbridge etc. Because these metro trains only running on the overbridge. It is called metro trains. Now the metro trains between Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar. Now is already the work of Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar metro train has already started. So it is a good news for Gujarati people, or you can say for Gujarat, that we are also getting the facilities of now metro trains in coming soon, or you can say nearly. Then we can say monorail. I think so you have visited Mumbai. Yes, in Mumbai there is a local train that is moving, and it is too fast also, or you can say they have the maximum number of stoppage, monorail, or you can say even though they are providing the good facilities to the passengers also. That is why. And next one is that you can say largest railway route of our country. It's called Dibrugarh to Kanyakumari. It is also called Vivek Express. Vivek Express. Student, Dibrugarh is located in Assam. In Assam to Kanyakumari, it is the largest railway network of our country, or you can say largest railway route of our country, which is known as Vivek Express. Second thing, in our Gujarat, Ahmedabad is the largest, or you can say main headquarters of railways. Understood? Apart from this, apart from Ahmedabad, we will be having the stations like Rajkot, Surat, Vadodara, Anand, Mehsana, etc. But Ahmedabad is the largest railway network. If you visited Ahmedabad platform, just you see that number of railway tracks are there. More than 15 number of railway tracks will be there. Because from Ahmedabad, lots of trains are going towards the different cities. That is why Ahmedabad is called the largest stations also of Gujarat. Understood, student? So it is information about our railways. Now one point is remain, Konkan railway. I think so you have been heard that Konkan means tunnel. For example, if it is mountain will be there, and in that there will be a tunnel. Through the mountain in tunnel, that we provide the facilities of railway. So Konkan railway is given the facilities to having the passing by the tunnel. So students, it is the entire information about railway. What is railway and the progress of railway, that also we have discussed. So thank you, students.